this is gonna be the sexual talk number 2. I hope everybody is able to really sit down and just listen, and to really tap into your body, to really tap into your heart, to really tap into your sexual organs, because that's the whole topic. And there is so much to talk about sexual energy, and there is a process that, like, sexual energy is the number one thing that gives life to this world. Through this sexual energy, we're all born, we're all exist thanks to this sexual energy. And thanks to this sexual energy, everything that is in the world manifested is because of this sexual energy. Because we have all this energy to create life, and we're able to move it, transform it, and use it to create matter. From the spirit, from a thought, from the emotions, we can create and manifest matter. And when we are harnessing our sexual energy, like, the life out there is constantly teaching us how to be the empowered, how to constantly be stimulated and be horny and have orgasms, and that's not the way. The sacred way of sexual energy is not letting it out, because it's just most vital force, your most sacred force. It's a force that gives you the strength, it's a force that gives you the power, it's a force that gives you the courage, the force that keeps you protected, the force that keeps you guided, grounded, the force that gives you just so much resilience. And if you're lacking of this sexual force, then your body, your mind, your emotion, your psyche is going to try to replace that. You're letting go with other stuff, with food, with technology, with sleep, with... There's so many things that can create, that not having the sexual energy, like, creates bad habits. Creating bad habits just, well, it's so beautiful. Creating bad habits because you're trying to replace this life force that you are letting out. So to begin with, just don't fucking let it out and keep it in, and learn to reprogram yourself to be completely a battery that's constantly with energy stored, energy that, and learn to know the waves. Like, honestly, I've been in, like, some points of my life when I'm literally, like, biting my lips, freaking like, I got so much fucking energy, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna freaking explode and die, or I don't know, something, man. It's a struggle. But once you stick around to, like, the hardest parts, and, like, freaking, like, do everything you can to not let it out, and, you know, like just move it through your body, move it through your organs, like, nourish your organs, nourish your heart, nourish your brain, then, like, that energy is not there anymore. It's so crazy. It literally goes, it's like it goes away, it's like it disappears, but it doesn't. You just feel like a layer of awareness has activated, and as you keep doing that, more layers of awareness keeps being activated. And yeah, it's really powerful, it's really beautiful. We are human beings that are capable of having, I want to say, like for me, like for women, it's like a lot of, like, multi-orgasms. But once you are harnessing that energy, like, you don't even have to, like, be aroused or anything to have that, because you have so much energy that in itself, like, you can be walking, you can be just living regular normal life, and orgasms just happen on their own, which is crazy. But it's also very, like, becomes normal, you know. It just becomes normal to be having an orgasmic life, because you can. And that's the state of, you know, all these yogis that practice brahmacharya, and that's sexual abstinence. That's their progress, that's their work, to harness all this energy to live in a state of bliss, a state of orgasm. And it doesn't, like, we've been so programmed about this energy of being a taboo talk, and it's not a taboo talk. It's one of our most empowerment tools. And those powerful tools to just like, if you are into spirituality, you're gonna need it. Like, it's very simple. If you really want to develop yourself as a superstar, conscious, multidimensional being, you're gonna need your sexual energy. There is no doubt about that. No doubt. If you are a multidimensional being that likes to do psycho now trips, you are gonna need your sexual energy. You need an anchor. You need to anchor yourself here. And if you don't have an anchor, then people get lost. If you don't have that sexual energy within you when you're doing this kind of outer states of consciousness travels, then people lose themselves. This is why people and shamans and a lot of ancient practices talk a lot about abstinence, because you need to be grounded if you really want to ascend and continue evolving within this lighter realms and higher frequency realms. You need all of your energy, all of it, and every single organ, every single gland needs to be fulfilled and healthy and activated. And if it's not, then you're slacking, and you're not going to have the ingredients necessary to achieve enlightenment. And I was reading this book. I don't fully agree with everything that I was reading on it, but there was a chapter that I did enjoy, and it talked about immortality. How immortality has been achieved by many sages and many saints and priestesses and goddesses, gods, just ancient deities, just to achieve immortality through the harnessing of their sexual energy. And instead of letting out this vital force, they will harness it upwards and out of their head to create a spiritual fetus. So, first you develop this healthy body that can get impregnated with this spiritual life force, but first you fulfill yourself with all this energy, and eventually in itself, I think after 3 years of working with it, is when you start developing this spiritual fetus. And when you die, then that's where you go to the astral body that you created and manifested and worked through this lifetime. So, but that's why they say that the Buddha or a lot of gurus have a big belly, and it's because they have,
in a quarter mile, turn left on.
They have impregnated themselves and they're carrying their own fetus. So if you do want to develop that immortal self, you need to use your sexual energy. And I'm still working on it. I'm still learning how to manage it. I'm very new at this, but this is like,
turn left onto Second